Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Josh from Trailheads, and this morning it's a little early for me, but I'm heading into Ancaster Cycle to check out some of the things that I might need in my kit for the Paris to Ancaster. So let's go check it out. So I reached out to Trevor of Ancaster Cycle because he's been a long-time staple in the cycling community and a long-time supporter of the race. So thanks a lot for taking the time with us this morning to go through some of the stuff that we might need in our kit for the race. Obviously, the race can change weather-wise in an instant. So what are some of the things that we might need to actually get for layers that will keep us comfortable on the ride?
Well, leading up to the day, you want to just make sure, kind of watch the weather forecast, but our advice is be ready for anything. We've seen this ride start with short sleeve jerseys and shorts and end up in winter jackets and hypothermia. So you want to make sure the best way you can do that would be layering. You can pull off a jacket, you can pack it, you can put it in a bag. Same with gloves. You know, better to be a little warm and to be able to shed it than to start off cold and have that, 40 or 70 kilometer ride, turn ugly on you.
For sure.
So we do have a range of, jackets that are weatherproof, waterproof, windproof. They are pure cycling jackets, so cut a little longer in the arm, cut a little deeper in the back. Gloves, anything from a cool weather glove right up to, we get that, for instance, snow, hail,
yeah.
You're ready for it. Glasses, I don't know how many of you wear glasses, but very important, especially when you're riding in a group. You're on rail trail, you're on rough roads, you're gonna get stones kicking up, dirt kicking up, in the eye, it's a game changer. So definitely for a little investment, we'll save and we'll also keep, the eyes from tearing up.
For sure, and especially with the jacket, I found out the hard way last year. They called it the windpocalypse, right? In the 2017 race where those crosswinds were just killing you going across the farmers fields and that. And I made the mistake of just wearing a regular rain jacket. It was like a sail just blowing me across. So yeah. Definitely having something that's cut more for cycling makes a huge difference there.
For sure, like to just put on a K-way walking jacket, it's exactly, it's gonna parachute up. So the idea with a cycling jacket is you do want it fitting a little more form-fitting so that you're not getting that wind blowing through it. Windproof is definitely important on this event.
And then whether you're doing the 40K or the 70K, it's going to be at least an hour and a half to 2.5 hour ride for the inexperienced riders who haven't done it. So being out there for a while, you got to stay hydrated and you got to keep your fuel levels up. So what do you recommend to bring on the ride for something like that that's easily edible on the ride?
So the ride is well supported with checkpoints, but don't count on them because some checkpoints run out of food, run out of hydration quicker. So always have your own with you. So the biggest thing in my opinion would be calories, carbs. You need to get some quick calories into you. So, things like blocks, very tasty, almost addictive tasty.
Yeah.
Tons of different flavors.
I ate mine before I finished half the race.
Yeah, exactly.
They're so good. Yeah.
Sometimes in the afternoon here, we'll find ourselves just having one of these. Gels, again, exactly what they say, gel consistency, quick in, under 10 minutes, these are into your system, give you that little bit of a boost. And you want to make sure that you take them before you need it. So if you feel that you're starting to crash, to bonk, it's probably a little bit too late. So you get into knowing, maybe every half an hour, popping a gel, popping a block. Salt depletion. Anybody who's done this race knows that last hill where, if the cramps are coming, that's where they are. And that's not because you're out of shape or because you're tired, it's because you've depleted your system of salt. And that's where the cramps kick in. Something as simple as we carry E-load product, we carry scratch, chewable tab, or a powder in your water bottle. Yeah. Definitely water, whether you're gonna do the simple old water bottle and at the fill stations you change them, you fill them back up, whether it's with whatever they're supplying, water, Gatorade, E-load, scratch. 2 bottles, I would say minimum. Another option is what we call a Camelback hydration system. So This system here fits on you like a knapsack, but will carry anywhere from 1.5 to 3 liters of water depending on what bag you go with. Very comfortable, gets all the weight off the bike, keeps the water cold. And then some of these again will have options with storage, so you can carry a few extra things. That jacket that maybe you're taking off that we have that day that turns warm fits into here. These now I can do without water. Like they've actually gotten that good. And you also have some of these do come with caffeine, so if you want that little caffeine fix along the way, they do electrolytes in them, but you can do anywhere from 25 to 50 milligrams of caffeine, give you that little boost, because there's no Tim Hortons or Starbucks along this route.
Although people can find you somewhere on the race route handing out orange slices and bananas, right?
We're there. We've been there pretty much every year since the beginning of this race. So we are one of the last checkpoints. So you're either very happy to see us or, you know, you're going by for that personal best. But yeah, we're equipped with water. We also do neutral support. So it doesn't matter whether you bought your bike off us or anywhere else, we're there to help you out. So if you need us, come see us.
Yeah. That's why I usually opt to just carry my bike through those mud chutes, but you never know what's going to happen down there for sure. So in terms of that, good little segue, repair kits. Obviously, if something happens where you're not at a checkpoint, you got to be able to sort that out yourself. And so what are some of the tools to make sure that you're sufficient on the race course?
So there are sag wagons out there and people riding bikes, but the problem is if you get a flat, you might wait an hour and a half for them. So it would be good to carry the basics. So the two things that can stop your ride, end your ride, is a flat tire and a broken chain. So to carry definitely a spare tube, obviously sized to your bike, maybe 2 spare tubes, you're gonna have that bad of luck. You do need something to take that tire off, take that tube out. With that, you know, we do sell, or anywhere you can get, like a multi-tool. So something like this actually has tire levers in it, but also has a chain fixing tool, which is great. One of probably the best tools. This tool has basically been unchanged for about 30 years. I personally carry one. It's a lifesaver.
And that goes for any ride that you're going out on, right? Any ride, have it with you.
If you're going out on a ride, you got to expect that something could go wrong, right? You need a device, whether it's a pump to fill that tire back up. We do CO2 cartridges, which is becoming the kind of mainstream. So they're nice and small, compact, and rather than pumping, it's just a quick fill. In the unfortunate, that you rip a tire, and again, this is something that's been around forever, but nobody seems to carry one. It's what we call a tire boot. So, you slash a tire, and yeah, you have a new tube, but if you've got a gash in the tire, it won't hold it. So a simple tire boot, Gorilla Tape, duct tape, but these things are actually made to stick to a tire and get you finished. Also a kit that comes with everything. Comes a little bag to carry it, your cartridges, an inflator, and some tire levers. Or you go the route just under the seat, again, you're going for that personal best. You don't want all that extra weight. You want nice and streamlined, just a little seat pack.
You're the king of the segues here. So, personal best, how do you record those?
Well, it can be as simple as you like, or it can get as complicated. So, a simple little wired, 7-function computer to tell you how fast you're going, what your average speed's been, what your maximum speed, your time. Super simple, $30. Or we can get into the Garmin. Everybody knows the name Garmin. So there's a bunch of different types of GPS devices out there. These guys are the big ones. A simple Garmin to their most complicated that will actually show you a live map where you are, your elevation, and then you can download and record all that data, and you can also share with others on Strava, which is a kind of like a sharing for personal best.
It's like a Facebook for athletes kind of thing.
Exactly. They say if it's not
fuels the competition for sure. So
saying if it's not on Strava, it never happens.
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
So yeah, it's simple. You can be like anything. You can be as simple or as complex as you like.
Awesome. And so finished the race, we managed to grind up to the very top. We made it up Martin Road, which is save some energy for that especially, right? So save some energy for Martin Road, but once you finish the race, obviously it's gonna be a muddy race. Even on the driest season that I've ridden it, there's still mud in those mud chutes. So how do we clean the bike up afterwards?
Well, first you're gonna go grab a beverage and some food.
100%, yeah.
And then you're gonna look at your bike and realize it needs some serious cleaning. So there are bike-specific washes that are designed. They're biodegradable, so they're safe for the environment. Spray on, wipe on. garden hose off. No, stay away from the pressure washers. If you do the pressure washers, you're going to be seeing me for bearings and cables. You want to avoid that as best you can. So you want to get the bike washed off. You want to get it dried, and then you want to lube it. So whether you're using a dry lube, which is we're going in this season for dry lube. Hopefully we're past the wet lube season.
Hopefully.
You want to pack your bike away and recover.
Yeah, for sure. Well, thanks again so much for your time, and again, you'll be out somewhere on the race course, so if you need to stop for a quick orange slice or something, look for Trevor or any of the volunteers. Say hi.
Say hi.
And definitely check it out. So again, these are just some of the things that you might need during your race, and again, just throughout the bike season. Always be prepared. If you're out there in the middle of the woods or out in a country road, you want to have this stuff so that you're self-sufficient. One of the last things that I actually forgot to mention is have some photo ID and a phone. So if you don't happen to have something in your kit, you've got someone to call, and you're always prepared. So we'll check you back on the next one when we talk to Craig Spear from Momentum Fitness. We'll see you then.